Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Before we get into it, we post 5+ videos all week, and I'm adding the plus because we're doing all the playoff coverage possible, post-game coverage, post-series coverage, series previews, NBA drama that happens in the postseason, anything. We're going to be on top of it because that's just what we do. And if you have been watching these videos, I'm so sorry for repeating that same intro like a million times. But this time around, we're doing the first round matchup previews where we do a brief team profile like summary for each team going in and what we can hope to expect from them and some regular season standout factors, stats, etc. So let's just jump into it.
And man, oh man, did Andrade's boy Ja
show up?
Fuck up. Oh my god, so excited that we're recording here at 4 a.m.
Side note, Irwin wanted to record this specific series earlier. Yeah, no, not even first, like earlier before the playing tournament game happened. Because what did you say? You know the Warriors are going to wash Memphis. You know they're going to go. And I was like, likely, I agree with you. I'm leaning on Warriors, but don't sleep on Ja. I didn't even say Memphis. I said Ja. You remember that?
Hey, I mean,
that he proved himself.
Hey, you know what, man? Hey, I was wrong.
That's why he's in my boys' crew.
Just like Andrade is gonna say, in the Western Conference Finals, hey man, I'm wrong. Cause you know what? We're gonna talk about one of those teams right now. If you haven't caught the hint, we're talking about the Utah Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Actually, yeah, and to go with the hint even stronger, check out this card. Irwin's referring to, we did a Utah Jazz contender-pretender a couple months ago when they were on the rise during this regular season, and I called them pretenders.
And I call them contenders because they're going to make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, the
at
comments
a very
went
minimum.
wild with that one.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll see about that. But before we get to it, guys, BTD stats time. Let's get to it.
BTD stats times. 2020-21 Utah Jazz
Your favorite
stats
team.
are... Points per game, 116.4, fourth in the league. Opponent points per game, 107.2, third in the league. SRS, 8.96, first in the league. Pace, 98.5, 18th in the league. Offensive rating of 117.6, third in the league. Defensive rating of 108.3, fourth in the league. Net rating of positive 9.3, first in the league. 2020-21 Memphis Grizzlies stats are... Points per game, 113.3, 15th in the league. Opponent points per game, 112.3, 16th in the league. SRS, 1.07, 15th in the league. Pace, 100.4, 8th in the league. Offensive rating of 112.0, 15th in the league. Defensive rating of 111.0, 6th in the league. Net rating of positive 1.0, 15th in the league.
Yes, sir, man. And guys, to go with the injury report, nothing significant for the Grizzlies, and for the Jazz, we have Donovan Mitchell showing as out. However, as of Thursday, he did practice and he is expected to play in the first round because of his ankle.
Yeah. So I expect him to show up, but I'm not gonna lie, that ankle injury is in the back of my mind. It gives me a little worry for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but not worried enough that I don't think it to be worried enough that they're gonna get bounced in the first round, huh?
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I don't
know. Or do you believe in your boy Ja so much that he's gonna hop over your favorite boy Luka, and cement himself in number one in Andrade's boys list?
Let's find out. Let's talk about the higher seed team first.
Let's talk about the Jazz, man. Come on, you already disrespected them enough.
One thing, the point about the Jazz is that they kill it on defense and 3-point efficiency, which are keys to today's NBA.
Of course.
And let's not forget, they got Conley, they got Bogdanovich, they got Clarkson, they got Gobert, they got Mitchell, and they still got more depth down the bench.
Yes, sir.
Fun fact, this one I wanted to point out that they're the only team to rank in top 5 for 3-point percentage and percentage of shots from the 3-point range. And one matchup that I'm very curious to watch out for, and I think a lot of Memphis fans are going to be intrigued by, is Morant versus Conley because of Conley's history with Memphis. So, and they play the same position.
Gotcha.
But I'm also very interested to see Morant versus Donovan Mitchell. Because they're definitely going to be put on each other a few times, at least a few times. I expect at least a few times.
I might have to disagree.
And few times. I'm not saying like the majority of the games, but a few times. And these are both the stars, the franchise faces, everything. And both of them are, I would say, one of the future faces of the league, and not like a LeBron face, but like top 10, top 15 to 20 in the next couple of years, and it's like this could be one of those. This might be. It has the potential to be one of those histories that go down in NBA. One of the series that go down in NBA history. Like, oh, that was a nice little inkling of seeing both these future superstars or stars point out.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's all. My bad. That's all I really have to say about the Jazz. The only possible problem with the Jazz is whether their shots aren't falling. But honestly, that's not something I'm expecting to happen in this series, because I'm not expecting the Grizzlies to play some type of insane defense that is going to prevent them from doing that.
Yeah, man, you pretty much hit up most of my points, man. You already alluded to Spider. He hasn't played since mid-April, so he has to play off that rust from that ankle injury. Obviously they're gonna go as far as Spider takes them. When it comes to that, he is the star of that team. Second thing that you already brought up is whether they're gonna make the shots or not. The Jazz, they're actually leading the league in 3 points made at 16.7. But here's the interesting factor: while they're the ones that make the most 3 points, they're also the ones that on defense they allow the less at 10.9, and that has not been done since the 1999-2000 Indiana Pacers, which made it all the way, and they were coached by Larry Bird, made it to the NBA Finals and lost to the Lakers in 6 games.
And that was a different type of Lakers.
Yeah,
so
that
imagine
was a different type of Lakers.
Ain't no type of Lakers like that in this
if that happens,
Western Conference.
Let me tell you, if that happens again for the Jazz, they're gonna be very happy.
But are they gonna be able to stop when Ja's on fire from the 3?
Look, man, that's cute and all, but I guess since you already brought that up, man, let's go to the Grizzlies.
Well, okay. This is the only thing that can be a possibility on why an upset is possible. Mitchell does have that ankle sprain, and it's gonna be lingering. Conley can still have some of the hamstring problems, and Ja is just a beast. And now Ja has Jaren Jackson Jr., and that's their 2-man duo. But they are, they're inching on how much playing time they give Jackson. But at the same time, come on, honestly, objectively speaking, the better pick and roll duo, the better 2-man duo in this squad is definitely going to be Rudy and Donovan.
Yeah.
So there's not much for me to say about the Grizzlies, to be honest, because no matter what metrics you point out, no matter what highlights you point out, it's just Ja and Co. They pulled the upset with the Warriors. They did their thing. It's been a beautiful journey, kind of how we talked about the Wizards, and even with Westbrook. Like I said, that was Westbrook's highlight, was them being able to pull into the playoffs and having that game. Same with Ja, having that game, having that clutch play. All of that upsetting, taking out Steph Curry and the Warriors, like not just any team. And historically speaking, being the first 9th seed in NBA history to make the playoffs.
Some crazy ass.
So
stuff,
with
man.
that said, that's what Memphis gets to walk away with. They should enjoy and embrace this moment, and that's all there is to
Look,
really
man,
say
the Jazz are. It's very unlikely that they're gonna get upsetted. They have Rudy, they have Spider, they have Clarkson coming off the bench.
Yeah, they're facing the team with the best record.
And another thing as well is somebody that they didn't have last year, Bojan Bogdanovic. That's gonna be another element of scoring to be able to help them out as well, because they surely missed him last year. Look, man, for the Grizzlies, cool. Ja stepped the fuck up. He seems like he's gonna step the fuck up for this series again. But the matchup that I'm looking at is Jonas Valanciunas. That might be the best pronunciation I've done of all these names versus Rudy Gobert. Jonas, he could definitely go, head to head when it comes to Gobert. But the other player I want to look at as well is Dylan Brooks. Not only is he the second best player when it comes to scoring, when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're also going to count on him on the matchup defensively versus Donovan Mitchell, to be able to slow him down the best that he can. If Ja steps up, if Brooks steps up as well with the scoring, Jonas Valanciunas, he's going up in the post right there with Rudy and makes him work. I could see the Grizzlies taking a game, maybe 2 games, depending on Ja. Ultimately, I have the Jazz winning this in 5 games.
I would agree with you, Jazz in 5. If we had recorded this right after that game, maybe we saw it with no dunks. Talk about it during post coverage, like riding that high. Maybe Jazz in 6, taking 2 games, but coming back to reality now. Jazz in 5. Maybe Ja pulls up an upset and gets some crazy game, and they pull 1 W, maybe 2. But realistically speaking, yeah. And floor and ceiling. Floor for the Grizzlies is first round exit. Ceiling is
they push it to 7 games.
Yes, or if they pull off a miraculous win, some crazy upset, second round exit. Like they're not gonna get past the second round. Let's be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
And Jazz ceiling. Jazz fans are Western Conference Finals. I want to say Finals appearance, but Western Conference Finals, because depending on who they face, I don't think they could. They have no championship. We'll talk about that if the matchup happens, obviously, when we do that preview. But no championship pedigree, none of that. That affects teams a lot, guys. It affects teams a lot. And the reason I call them pretenders is we saw with the Bucks last 2 seasons, and we've seen it before. Regular season does not equate to postseason success like 90% of the time. Sometimes it does. Most of the times it doesn't, especially for newbies, and the Jazz still are newbies. However, Donovan does have 2 to 3 postseasons under his belt. But, yeah, and their floor is second round exit.
Look, okay.
That's the floor.
Ceiling for the Jazz is going to be they're making a finals appearance. Mm-hmm. Now, second floor, floor when it comes to this is, yes, I have them making the Western Conference Finals, but let's be realistic at the same time. If things go horrible for the Jazz, they're going to get eliminated in the second round.
Because they face the Clippers.
They face the Clippers or the Mavs.
Or, yeah, Lucas.
When it comes to but guys,
I'm going to pick Luka over Donovan any day, guys. I'm sorry.
But either way, guys, let us know what you guys think, man. Who you guys, you see Ja doing his thing again and maybe pulling off the opposite. A We Believe Warriors moment over here going on.
Is there anyone that legitimately believes Memphis can pull this upset? Because that'd be crazy.
Let us know, what you think about the Jazz. Are they contenders? Are they pretenders? We'd love to hear it. Leave it in the comments. Either way, appreciate it.
Donovan's here.
Appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Twitter, TikTok, and Spotify, and Apple, and all streaming services. Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. We'll catch you guys soon. For now,
take care.